9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Are you ready?
Welcome to a special Hard Way Wrestling. It is Take Down Tuesday, and we are here. Ricky and
it's
I are
Wednesday.
Here. Is it Wednesday? Why do I get that confused all the time?
Because we're talking about Tuesday.
We're talking about Tuesday. It might as well be Tuesday. Listen, if you're watching this right now, just pretend that it is midnight or 11 o'clock or 11 p.m. on a Tuesday night, and just pretend. Just pretend that I'm not wrong. But we are here to talk about the first installment of the Tuesday Night Wars. The Wars are back, man.
They
The
are.
Wars are back.
They are. And they came loaded last night too. It was some wild shows.
They were both loaded. We're going to talk about both shows, and then you and I at the end, we're going to tell you who think won week one of the war. Now, how long is this thing supposed to go on?
I don't know. They didn't really say, but with the MLB playoffs and the start of hockey and basketball season, who knows? Could be a couple weeks still.
Gotcha. All right. Well, it's at least going to be a couple weeks. And I was super excited about this. I mean, we haven't had this kind of action in wrestling since what, the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since the 90s.
WCW,
Yep.
Tank rolling up to the doors in Atlanta and trying to take on the whole roster. I don't know that we're going to get that. I mean,
we'll never get that again.
Next week, Triple H is supposed to be there, so maybe we're going to get a Tank.
Yeah, never
we
know.
might get back to the old DX days.
Got Shawn available. X-Pac's doing nothing. Road Dogg's behind the scenes. Just not going to get badass.
I'm for it. Either way. So, all right. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with NXT. If you're catching us on TikTok right now, we are live. If you'd like to see both sides of this conversation, well, you can't because we're not on YouTube yet, but you can go to YouTube. You can subscribe. You will be able to see who this other. He's a handsome man. Don't take my word for it. I mean, if this was jail, I'd be holding his pocket. So,
yikes!
Yeah, so check us out on YouTube, Facebook at Hard Way Wrestling. You can see the shirt. So let's go with NXT first, right, and then we'll get into AEW. You good with that?
Let's do it.
All right. So match number one was Asuka versus Roxanne Perez. Did you get a chance to watch this match?
That one, yeah, I did catch some of it.
So it was pretty spirited match. I don't like. I'm not sure why they did this match. I wasn't sure what the backstory was here. I mean, do you know? Is there a backstory here with Roxanne Perez?
Not that I can recall.
The only backstory I know about Roxanne Perez is she won the belt and they stripped it from her and gave some anxiety excuse.
Yeah. Yep.
So Asuka shows up. We're gonna make a long story short. Asuka is still undefeated in NXT. So no worries on that. So next match we had the pub match. We had who was in this match?
Brawling Brutes.
The Brawling Brutes
with what the hell?
Tyler Bate.
Bate. That's
versus
right.
Gallus and Joe Coffey, Mark Coffey, Joe Coffey, and Wolfgang. Anytime you put Rich Holland in a match with multiple people, someone's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Right? That's the first thing I think is Rich Holland's going to go crazy and kill somebody.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't heard any reports yet of him killing anybody, so all's well.
Yeah, I think everybody's safe after this one.
This match was a banger from the beginning. Yeah. There was a spot where they had a dartboard, and I think it was Joe Coffey that was getting the Butch was putting the dart through his hand.
Butch is a maniac.
He is a maniac. He put the dart through his hand and then went on to throw a rising knee off the stairs onto the other boy from Gala. So not a bad match, right? Not a bad match. The Brawling Brutes end up going over with
with
Tyler
the
Bate.
Shield power bomb.
A triple Shield power bomb, like
Yeah,
the three-way. So
through the table in the ring, and I held my breath when Ridge Holland had him up there. I was like, "Oh God, don't drop him on his head! Don't drop him on his head!"
don't kill him. Don't just whatever you do, don't kill him. So
Right on the stack of dimes.
they decided earlier in the night. Cody decided earlier in the night that Dirty Dom was going, or Dom came out. He wanted a shot at Elio's title, and we didn't even mention that Cody Rhodes
Was the special
guest
commissioner for the night.
Right, special guest commissioner, and he was creating some banger matches.
He
right,
did.
later on the night, they were there was a spot where he met up with hey, how you doing? Those guys,
The
the
family.
family, yeah, whatever. And they came up with a tournament. The Bada Bing over the top rope battle royal tournament for the number one contenders for the family's title. So hey, forget about it. And I thought Cody was great last night.
Yeah,
Cody's great every night, but Cody was really great last night. So
yeah, he was.
we ended up with Ilya Dragunov defending his title, his world title versus Dominic Mysterio. Of course, everybody and their brother came down to the ring for this.
Yep.
I believe we had Finn came in first. Oh no, wait a minute! There was a special guest. Who was a special guest referee?
L.A. Knight. Yeah.
That's right, LA Knight, special guest referee. He
Another
the more
grab
and
of the
more
ratings.
the more right. I mean, they threw everything at this show last night. I don't think there was anybody left in catering after this show was over.
Those boys got paid some overtime.
The only thing that would have made this a better show is if they'd have brought back Ali or somebody like that, right? If they re-signed Ali
Surprise
right,
appearance, yeah.
that kind of deal.
That would have been good for this match and have
Oh,
him come back at Dom for the NXT North American title.
I'm
Since
sure
that
he
was
wasn't
what
too
was supposed to
happy.
go down to begin with.
I'm sure he wasn't too happy that Trick Williams won that belt.
For 24 hours.
And that was supposed to be Ali's spot, right? So
Or no, 48 hours.
yeah, was it 48 hours? I don't even know that it was that. So end of this match, a lot of shenanigans going on. Elio holds on to the belt. Elio, man, you got to watch his face at any point during this match. He sells like better than anybody.
He definitely does.
Every move that's done to him is devastating, no matter if it's a drop kick to a Canadian destroyer. It all looks the same. His face is red. Like he's just this guy's I can see why Scotty loves Elio. Like this guy's gonna be
he's intense. He is intense.
This guy's definitely gonna be the one. So Dirty Dom he loses, but he doesn't lose his North American title. So we get Ilya Dragunov going over in this one. We had a NXT Women's Breakout Tournament match. Lola Vice versus Danny Palmer. I don't remember. I don't remember who won it. I believe that
I thought it was Lola Vice won this one. Was it? I don't know.
Is that who won? I'm not.
I missed this one, I think.
Yes. Lola Vice did win. Yes, she ended up beating Danny Palmer. Yeah. They did a spot where it looked like the Ricochet spot where they do the Superman, they do the two flips and the dodging each other, and then they end up in a Superman pose at the end. It looked really cheesy, but they pulled it off. They pulled it off. So all right. So next we get John Cena. John Cena shows up and the crowd goes absolutely fucking berserk.
Of course they do.
Everybody
loves Ernest.
They're not singing John Cena sucks, right? They're singing they're just singing all the lyrics back to him.
Yeah.
I mean, and it was intense. And actually you could see on John's face that that it was like he was taken back. He was taken,
Yeah.
right? I
Yep.
mean, he was super pumped up to the point where I don't think he knew what to say.
He needs to get those shoes with the pumps on them and go lean down and hit the pumps a few times. Maybe his roid muscles will come back.
Well, and then Braun Breaker shows up. Right, Braun Breaker
Yeah.
shows up, and then they start singing "Braun Breaker sucks." Right,
Yep.
and John was super pumped for this. He was so excited that finally he was on the right receiving end of that song. So again, he was super pumped up.
Where it
So
used to be all the guys were chanting Cena sucks and all the women and kids were saying let's go Cena.
yeah, well, there was one person that said was singing John's. It was just one person, and John called him out. He said, "I appreciate your honesty, sir," or "ma'am," or "ma'am," whatever it was. All right, so we do get this match, Braun Breaker with Paul Heyman in his corner. There was a spot earlier in the night where Paul Heyman was talking to The Rock's daughter.
Yes. Trying to
So
recruit her into
not
the
not sure. They're
I think
planting
he's
some
trying to
seeds, man.
could be. Maybe he's
Planting
trying to
some.
recruit her into the bloodline.
Oh, she is the bloodline, man.
Well, the actual faction.
Yeah.
I thought she was one of the cuts though.
No, no, no. Are you kidding
Oh,
me? They just had Rock on Friday, and then they fired people on Saturday. I don't know how well that would have went over with the Rock if they cut her.
I don't know.
Yeah, she's one of those. She's like in fantasy football, like when you have like a big wide receiver, a big running back on your bench, and it says cannot drop.
Oh yeah.
That's what it says under her name on the roster. Cannot drop. So we get Braun Breaker versus Carmella Hayes. John Cena is in the corner of Carmella Hayes. This match was intense. Both of these guys, and supposedly this was the first time these guys had faced each other on. Well, let's see. Do we have any comments? No. Yeah, this is the first time they have faced each other on NXT TV, and it wasn't pay per view. So,
Yep.
this match was a banger
Yeah,
from honestly from start to finish.
and we also had Solo who ran out in this match and Cena taking him out.
Yep.
Of course we saw interference coming in that one.
Yeah. Anywhere Heyman is, Solo is going to be right behind. I'm surprised
Yep.
that's all we got.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and then
maybe Jimmy's not allowed in Florida for his drinking issues.
it absolutely could be. Yeet. That was a good thing too. At the beginning of the night, Cody came out and was like, "Yeet," and the crowd went there. Cody could do no wrong.
No.
He could have kicked a pup in the middle of that ring, and they would have cheered for him.
Yeah, exactly.
So Carmella, go ahead.
There was also a spot that he did with Baron Corbin before this match. So Corbin gets to take on the winner of this match, I believe, for the number one contender for
Yeah.
the NXT championship.
Yeah. Dijak ended up coming out in that Dragunov match and putting the boot right to his face before Baron could get to him.
Yep.
So this match went over. Carmella wins this match clean, right? Carmella wins this match clean. But then it kind of went off the rails. Braun spears Carmelo's in my basement. Carmelo is on NXT. My bad.
Man, she's got to be about ready to pop by now, don't you think?
I haven't checked.
You haven't checked.
I was just waiting for the screams to start.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the scream to start. So Braun spears Carmelo, and then he says, there's only one badass in this company.
Yeah.
And then we get the dong.
Segue
to the dong. And here we go.
Not that dong. Not that dong.
The dead man. Not the dead man. Yeah, wrong dong. This isn't Buffalo. Right? This isn't Buffalo. We're not throwing dongs in the ring, which could be a cool thing to start when we go to WrestleMania. Maybe we just start throwing dildos.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long throw from where we're at.
I think I could. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, we're not getting very far. It would be fun though when they check us when we go in that they find a
man,
a 7 foot snake treasure. You know, So, so we get the dong, and here we go. We got American Badass shows up on his Harley. Actually, he was delayed, so I don't know if maybe the battery was dead on the motorcycle thing. He didn't come out right away. So people were kind of like going crazy, like, and he just didn't come out. And then Braun was like, I always thought it was one of those swerves where they played the music and Braun was gonna laugh and be like,
And
"Ha,
then
he's
it
not
didn't
here." Blah blah
happen.
blah. Right. So he comes down to the ring. Taker looks good.
He did.
Right?
He did.
Taker looked amazing. So Taker, okay. So Taker, sorry, I keep reading the lives here. So Taker gets in the ring and Braun says something to him, and Taker takes the microphone and says, "Kid, you got a lot of talent, and one day you're gonna be a badass, but not today." And he fucking hits him with the stiffest shot I've ever
Yeah.
seen. It
Yes, it
was
was nice.
It was
It was
unbelievable.
nice.
Yeah, Tim actually, Chucky just called me right before we went live here, or went right before we started recording, and he goes, "Oh, that punch was snug." I was like, "Yeah, yes, it was." I told him, I said, sometimes you got to make it look snug. You just got to do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to really hit a guy. And Braun sold it like it was a hit from Mike Tyson. So.
Yeah, he
Um,
did. I mean, he's not giving Taker a receipt anytime at all. So
No, nor would he ever. I
no.
mean, I would like to see maybe we get like, I don't know, Rick Steiner to show up or Scott Steiner to show up, and we get a dream tag team match with Braun, Scott versus Undertaker, and I don't know, what's Undertaker's wife's name?
Uh, which one?
Yeah, well, the one cool.
Cool. That's right.
Yeah, Michelle McCool. Yeah, maybe we get that dream match. So that was NXT. So what
You
did you
forgot the
think? So
choke slam. You forgot the choke slam.
well, go ahead. Let's hear the choke slam, bro.
Yeah. After he blasts him with that punch that would have knocked Jeremy Stone to the next century, Taker choke
Not happening.
slams. Taker choke slams Braun Breaker, and it was a good looking choke slam, just like all the other thousands of them we saw. It looked good, especially for a big dude like Braun Breaker. Like, you know, he had to help him with a little bit of a jump, but it looked clean. So very well done.
You still got it.
Yep.
Well, I don't know that he still has it because I'm pretty sure he lost it years ago.
Yeah, he
But
would. I would definitely wouldn't want to see him doing one of those over the top rope topes that he used to do.
right.
He
Well, I
wouldn't.
mean,
He would not be getting back up.
we could get a Taker tag team match where he doesn't have to take as many bumps, right? Or bumps at all. But
He'll
that's
get a
not Taker
nice.
style.
No, he'll get a nice paycheck if he does, though.
That's right. I mean, maybe we get him. Maybe we get him at Mania. Who knows? Who knows?
Even just to show up like that and just choke slam somebody would be awesome.
Yeah, chokeslam, the Miz, or what's the new guy that's pretty much taking over for the Miz? The guy that wears the basketball shorts. What's his name? Australian guy.
Oh,
Why am
damn
I
it.
forgetting his name?
Grayson Waller.
Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He choke
Yeah.
slams them both.
Yeah, he could. He really could. Just give him a little hop. He could.
And Shane comes running down to the ring to help out, and he blows his quads again.
Yeah, Shane's still trying to get to the ring from the last time he was there.
Yeah. But overall, the NXT show was really well. They came out with the guns loaded, and you knew going up against AEW, they were going to pull every big name they could, and just adding the Undertaker. Like I said on our last show, was they just flopped the Taker. They had the nuts. So
yeah, and it'll be interesting what they come back with next week. I know that Triple H is going to be there, so we're going to see. I mean, this was jam packed, so it'll be tough to top this one. So
yeah.
All right. Well, on the other channel,
The other show,
AEW, they were
Title
in
Tuesday.
They were in Title Tuesday. They were in Missouri. Now they just came from what, Utah, where they
Utah.
had less people in Utah that's in this room right now.
Yeah.
It looked like a pretty good house, right? I think that's what we're all looking for now. I noticed a couple times that they were panning the crowd so you could see that there was actually people there, unless they were cardboard Jay Whites.
Yeah,
Then
I was about to say they
whatever.
could have been cardboard Jay Whites.
Um, so yeah, it actually looked like a really, really, really good house. So and this AEW was loaded also. We had what did we have here?
We had
Uh,
Daniel Bryanson versus Swerve Strickland in a #1 contender match for the TNT title.
yep.
We also had the women's world title with Shida and Saraya, and then we
Yep.
had the international title, Ray Phoenix against John Moxley, but it was not John Moxley, it was Orange Cassidy,
It was Orange Cassidy.
because Moxley was not cleared to compete yet since Ray Phoenix broke his neck, like, what was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, it's been a couple weeks now.
Dropped him on a stack of dimes. So those two went at it, and Orange Cassidy is once again the international champion.
All right. Well, first, before we get to that, let's knock it out in a row here. So we had Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland in a this pretty. It was
Did I
pretty
miss
technical
that?
there. What's that?
I must have missed the order. My bad.
Yeah, no worries, no worries, no worries, no worries. So this was a pretty technical match. Where it started out technical, right?
Yeah.
And when I mean technical, I mean Prince Nana's dancing.
Figured
That's
that.
that's what I mean.
Got to get
That
that
is
in on
exactly what
every
I mean.
segment. Every
I love
segment.
Love it. Love it. All day. I could watch him dance every day of the week. So Swerve Strickland comes out. They get jumps in the ring with Dan. They start off hot right away, right? They're cooking. And it's a technical in the beginning, it's a little bit technical. But then Swerve starts working on the knee of Danielson. Danielson is hurt. Not only the knee, the ribs. Right
Yes.
now he's selling ribs. So there was a few times during the match where he would go to do that turnbuckle run where he would jump up and do the flying whatever,
Running
and
knee.
then and he'd run back, fly back, and as soon as he hit the corner, he collapsed, right? Because now he's hurt. So long story short, Bryan Danielson does end up winning this match with
With an assist from Hangman Page.
yes, yeah, Hangman showed up here and interfered, causing Swerve to lose. So I guess the Hangman Swerve story is not over.
No.
Why can't it be? Why can't he got the spot? I mean, come on.
Because they're gonna let Hangman, that one of the elites, got to get their win back.
Ugh.
You know how it goes. You know how it goes.
I know. I just move on. So Danielson ends up defeating Strickland here. So what was the next match? Oh, Powerhouse Haas versus
Jericho.
Chris Jericho. This match was basically one way.
Yeah,
This was a squash
Hobbs
match.
absolutely destroyed Jericho.
This was a Wardlow type destruction of Chris Jericho. And I don't. After the match, they did announce that Jericho had his injuries were so bad that he had to go to the hospital. I believe it. It.
He was killed.
Every power slam or every belly to belly, whatever he was doing, the sidewalk, every sidewalk slam or whatever he was doing, he must have did 30 of them. Like he just couldn't. Jericho's an old man. Jericho's old. He still goes out there and competes. Boy, did he take a fucking beating in this one.
Yeah, his skeleton was probably rearranged after all the bumps and slams and throws he took in that match.
Oh, it was almost hard to watch.
Yeah.
Almost hard to watch. So Powerhouse Hobbs does what he does, and he's a powerhouse, and he beats Chris Jericho pretty handily.
Brick shit house.
Yeah, just fucking destroyed him. So it wasn't the greatest match in the world. But Don Callis, it was so one-sided. Don Callis didn't even have to get involved.
No.
Right?
Definitely a clean win for Powerhouse.
And now we're on to your international championship. Orange Cassidy versus Ray Phoenix. John Moxley still not cleared to
After being
wrestle.
dropped on a stack of dimes.
Yeah, still not cleared to wrestle. um, and I think this match, if Moxley was cleared to wrestle, he was taking that international title back, right?
Yeah.
So I guess they decided that they're going to go. They got to get this belt off of Ray Phoenix, so they can win the
Supposedly,
tag
Ray
title.
Phoenix has some back issues right now.
Oh, okay. Well,
So,
that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Not that Orange Cassidy didn't wrestle 76 matches in a row.
Well, now you can go on another 76 match run.
Why did he look surprised? Did you see the ending? He looked surprised that he won.
Orange?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a little strange because normally all of Orange's looks are the same. He's just
Yeah,
there.
but it was different. It wasn't the, and then even the guy, Hook came down and the best friends came down. It wasn't even like they were like, "Hey, what the fuck just happened? Did Orange win this belt again?" 2-time international champion, Orange Cassidy. So
In the pocket,
all in pockets, as Scotty would say, pockets. All right, lost my match here. Okay, so then we have this match was my match right here. I love this match. Wardlow versus Matt Sydal. Is Wardlow just going to continue to put 3 people through the mat?
looks like it. Another squash match. I mean, it's Sydal, who's not bigger than Griff Garrison at all. So I mean, this what was this the same length of a match? I think he gave him 4 power bombs and Aubrey called it off.
I like this finishing. I like this
Yeah.
finishing the way he's finishing now. There's no pin,
Yeah.
and then immediately
Hops
Wardlow
the barricade and gone.
Yeah, he's got reservations at the Red Lobster. He's got to go.
Yeah.
So he quickly runs up out of there. I don't know. Now I posted a picture. We found a picture that has MJF on Wardlow's
Wristband.
wristband. So what do you think that means? His wrist tape. So what do you think that means? Do
Maybe
you think
that's
he's part of that thing with the mask and
I don't
beating
know.
up Jay White?
I don't know. Maybe he's got MJF in his radar. I mean, MJF is face now, and it kind of looks like Wardlow's done turned heel. Maybe he's going to be his next title defense if he beats Jay White at Full Gear.
There's no one more baby than Matt Sydal, and so that pretty much proved it right there that Wardlow.
Yeah, that was
crossover.
Kicked his ass.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You could tell that he tried to take care of Sydal when he did those power bombs. He put him down as easily as possible.
Yep.
Unlike last week where he absolutely fucking spiked the dude through the mat 5 straight times. There was no let up.
Yeah, I imagine he was pretty tired and winded after doing all those power bomb lifts, just one right after another in a matter of seconds.
Yeah, he could barely get his leg up over the guardrail to leave. So, all right, moving on. We have Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. There's nothing better, no better faction right now in AEW than Bullet Club Gold.
The Bang Bang Boys, the
Bang
Ass
Bang
Boys.
That's what the Triple B is now called. The
Bang Bang Belt.
Bang Bang Belt.
So I think.
I love it. So
did you hold on one? Did you see after the match where they showed the Bullet Club Gold and the Ass Boys in the back, and they're all on these little bikes?
They're on little
that was a hit at the Undertaker, I think.
Like trikes.
Yeah.
They're on little trikes. Yeah, I think they should all roll like that. Right. I think that from now on they should be the gang that rolls in the 3-wheeler, like the old, what was those old 3-wheel whatever we had when we were younger, had the one big wheel. It was a big wheel. That's what it was called.
Big wheels.
Yeah. Had the one brake, and you would be able you'd fly down through your yard or fly down through your driveway and yank that one side up, and it would spin.
They got to get one with a sidecar for Cardboard Jay White, though.
Right. The most active member of the group is Cardboard Card
Always
Blade.
there. Card
So,
Blade.
yeah. I wonder what they're paying him.
I don't know.
Yeah, I looked one up on Amazon today, see if I could find one. I'm getting myself a Card
You got to
Blade.
get one and stand him up right behind you for the
Yeah,
cast.
I need a Card Blade.
You
This
can
John's
get him a window and then get the cat a window.
Oh, okay. Man, maybe. Or I'll cut the face off and let the cat play in the hole. So anyway, pretty good match between Jay White and Hangman Adam Page, but Jay White does win this match because of a little get back from Prince
Shenanigans.
Nana.
Little shenanigans.
I like it. I like it. I don't know what Prince Nana was trying to hit him in the face with, but he completely missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he was supposed to hit him. Hangman was supposed to get rolled up. Hangman caught whatever he was going to hit him with, and it was a little bit of an exchange there, and then Jay rolled him up. So we do get
We need a Nana and a Daniel Garcia dance off.
it's coming. It's coming. Did you see the Jeff Hardy
Yeah.
dance off? Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Every time he's in the ring with somebody that even does anything remotely close to a dance, you know it's a dance off.
I love it. I love it.
It
I
is.
love
It's good
everything.
stuff.
Yeah, but nobody's beating Prince Nana in a dance contest. Maybe me, because I mimic them moves. All right, so at the end of this match, we get MJF. MJF comes down. He's pissed. He's super pissed.
He is pissed.
The Triple B is no longer in his possession, and he basically says, "What's the next paper? What is AEW's next pay per view?
Full Gear on the 18th.
So he gave
of
him
November.
he said, "Listen, you got your shot. Congratulations. Now give me my belt back."
Yep.
So they offered to give him the belt back if he came down to the ring, but honestly, he didn't want to. He didn't want to come down to the ring.
Juice had a roll of quarters with his name on it.
With his name on it, spelled wrong, I believe.
I couldn't tell if that was two E's or if it was just a weird looking I, but yeah I had to look at that a couple times.
Yeah. And so Juice Rock Hard Juice Robinson has declared himself the winner of the Dynamite Diamond Ring. That's next week, right?
Next week is the Battle Royal, I believe.
Yep, the Diamond, Dynamite Diamond Ring Battle Royal. What a fucking mouthful. So yeah, let's get Juice to win that. You know who should win that? Card Blade.
That would be hilarious. Slide him into the ring.
That's right. Or do the Kofi thing where you throw him over and he lands on a chair and stays there.
Yeah.
Until the end of the match. So
hopefully his neck doesn't break and detaches from the rest of the cardboard.
All right. So Hangman Adam Page loses his title. Loses this match. Jay White, pretty good exchange between him. It was a little long-winded, if you ask me, between him and MJF. So
yeah,
Jay White did say no one wants this talk. No one wants to hear MJF anymore. They want to hear JAY. So, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
It's good.
Yeah, I agree. Give me JAY all day. All right. So we have the AEW Women's Championship. Hikaru Shida versus Saraya. Now we are Shida. We are a Shida podcast, a Shida YouTube channel, a Shida Facebook page. We love ourselves some Shida. If I could just lock her in my basement.
Love some Shida. You better take her kendo stick away from her first, because she'll beat your ass with it.
She is a badass. So Saraya just wins his belt.
I think all it was just to get that home crowd popped in Wembley, and that was it.
Yeah, I can see it. I see where it would be.
I kind of had that in the back of my mind the whole time, that she was going to win that belt just in front of her home crowd in her home stadium country, and she wasn't going to hold on to it long.
Yeah, I would like to have seen more out of Saraya. I mean, I think this just goes to show that, even though she's cleared to wrestle, she's just not comfortable yet.
Yeah.
Or they're comfortable with her being in there. So they seem to be putting her in there with people we're putting her in there with people that they trust. And Shida is one that
definitely
they trust. So Sheeta ends up winning this belt for the third. She's the
This is
third,
her
right? This is her
third
third.
time. And I hope this isn't another transitional championship run for her, because the last one was only, what, a couple weeks?
Yeah, no, it wasn't very long at all.
Yeah, it wasn't.
She lost to
She beat Tony Storm and took the title.
Yep,
And then she lost in that 4-way match at All In.
Jamie Hayter, right? Didn't Jamie Hayter win it?
No. Jamie Hayter's out.
Right, but didn't she win it from Sheeta?
No.
We'll have to fact check that. I could have swore Jamie
No.
Hayter won that off of Sheeta.
No, she won that off of Tony Storm.
She won
Tony
off Tony
Storm's
Storm?
had it twice now. Yeah, Tony Storm's a 2-time or 3-time champ too.
Oh, okay.
It's her last run. Yeah, her last run wasn't long either.
She's only had it twice. Once she was interim champion, and then they had a 4-way or whatever, and they ended up crowning her the champion or whatever. So Sheeta wins this match. That wasn't the greatest match at all. Honestly. I just think that Saraya is just not the Saraya she used to be. I think she's wrestling sort of scared. It wasn't a great match.
No. Tony Storm comes out and beats the absolute shit out of Ruby with a shoe. She was dressed up in that suit or whatever, and came down with the spray paint for that spot. And
they did. They spray. Yeah, they did. They shot her. They shot Sheeta in the face with spray paint, and she fought through it.
Watch out for the shoe.
Speaking of Tony Storm and tits up, she had a little thing with RJ City, and she said that she created a movie. I created a movie, and it's a silent film because no one wants to hear that shit.
I like this new gimmick of hers.
Well, the best part about this silent film that she filmed that they did show, it was on a commercial break in picture, and then they went to a full screen of commercial, and we never saw it.
Way to go, AEW.
But if you go back, I went back and watched it twice. I think that they did it on purpose because it was funny. If you go back and watch it in picture, you see it's a silent film, so she's acting like she's throwing her hands around and she's talking and blah blah blah, but you don't know what the fuck she's talking about because you can't see.
Yeah,
you can't tell. So I think it was part of the whole gimmick.
It makes sense. Makes sense.
So, anyway, last match, right? What did we miss? We're on to Luchasaurus and
yep, Copeland and Jungle Source.
We have so Adam Copeland's first legit match in a long time. Now we've seen him as Edge. We've never seen him.
Yeah. Well, not a long time. But it's been probably a couple months now.
But that's what I'm just saying. Not Adam Copeland, not Edge.
Oh, gotcha.
So we have Sexton Hardcastle versus Luchasaurus. And this match started off hot. They beat the shit out of Adam Copeland immediately, and he had to fight through that adversity. This was actually a pretty good match. Luchasaurus hit him with the tombstone. At one point, and I kind of cringed and was like, "Ooh, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?"
Don't want to move to a guy that's had a broken neck. Yeah.
So long story short, Adam Copeland does win this match. And then shit hits the fan. Everybody and their brother comes down. Everybody from catering comes down.
Danielson's out there. He puts Christian in the
Wade's out there. They're all out there. What's his name?
Wayne gets speared.
Swerve comes out
there.
Swerve's coming out. Then Hangman comes out, and then all of Blackpool Combat Club was out there, and like everybody and their brother was out there fighting. But they did not show. They didn't. I didn't see anything like an overrun or anything at the end about if those guys were stayed in the ring together or what. But next week, what do we get next week?
It's what is it? No, I thought it was on Rampage. They announced it was the BCC against shit, who the hell cares? It's on Rampage. I
Yeah,
don't forgot.
I actually stopped recording Rampage because I
Yeah,
haven't watched Rampage in like 6 months.
yeah.
And bad. So, all right. So now we watched NXT. We watched.
Well, wait. I gotta find the quote of what Christian said during his promo because that
Are you
was
talking about you talking about the beginning of the night?
no, right before the match, I think it was.
Oh, where he said about. Oh, that's how it started.
Yeah, yeah.
He said about
Oh, about
Copeland's wife.
Beth, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell her to put fresh sheets on the bed
Oh
for
my god.
when Daddy gets home. God, he is savage. Is so
He is,
good.
he is savage. Actually, there was one point where he said something about Edge and Beth, and it cracked him up. Like he had a little grin on his face. He knew that was going to strike a chord. So,
Yeah.
all right. So we've watched NXT. We watched AEW. All right. So we're gonna give them grades. So you tell me what show you thought killed it, and what show you thought.
Both shows were pretty solid, but I got to give the nod to NXT. I mean,
I think so.
the star power you had on there with Cody and Cena and LA Knight and the comeback of the Undertaker just simple spots was all it took.
Yeah.
Did they put ratings out yet?
I haven't seen anything yet. I looked all day today. I was looking for. I wanted TV ratings and that kind of stuff. It probably won't come out till Friday.
Yeah,
Once they get all the DVR information, that kind of stuff in.
yeah. The matches weren't bad at all. I mean, AEW had, of course, their two squash matches with Jericho and the one with Wardlow, but otherwise the rest of their show was good. Christian was money. Like I still say he's the best heel they got. Oh, and we forgot the Adam Cole segment.
Oh, where he has to mow the grass
Yeah,
for
where he's
Roddy.
mowing
Yeah.
Roddy's grass and Taven's still sitting there petting the giraffe.
He said, "You ever see a giraffe fight? He fights like this."
It's got a long neck.
Um,
But yeah,
I,
NXT wins this, I think.
and I'm in agreement. They NXT pulled out all the stops here, all the surprises in the world for NXT. Now, the only thing AEW could have done was save the Adam Copeland thing for Tuesday, right? I think that would have been a good spot for them to
I mean, we mean
to
Tuesday.
for yesterday for their to unveil
Oh, gotcha.
Copeland. Yeah, I think that would have been a good spot if they wanted to pop ratings. Other than that, I'm not sure what AEW could have done.
I mean, an unannounced big signing. But I
Maybe
mean, who's left out there?
well, I think that there's another company. They work with Impact all the time, so I think it would have been a good spot for. And I know Sammy Callahan is now a free agent. Sammy Callahan just shows up, right? Or Jordan Grace shows up, or something like that. Or they have like that would have been a good spot for a crossover. No more New Japan, right? I
No.
don't need to see any more New Japan guys.
Well, they did that in the pre-show anyway. They had
Eddie Kingston,
Kingston against
yeah,
the guy that chops the shit out of
yeah,
everybody.
I like that guy.
Yeah.
Um, what was
Goddamn, why can't I think of his damn name now?
Minoru Suzuki.
Suzuki.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minoru
How the hell
Suzuki.
did I not know it was Suzuki?
Yeah, Suzuki-san.
Yeah.
So that was for the strong title, correct?
Yep.
Yeah. So Eddie's still the strong champion.
Yeah, and the first like 10 minutes of that match was just a chop off.
Just a chop off. Yeah, yeah.
Slap
But that's
slap
Suzuki. That's
chest.
Suzuki's thing, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Jesus. Uh, so yes, I'm in agreement. I think NXT really threw everything at them. They I think there was an issue. It was Shad Khan. Is it Shad Khan? No, what's the con for
Nick
WWE?
Nick
Nick
Khan.
Khan. It was his birthday.
That
And
was Tony Khan's birthday.
it was Tony Khan. I thought it
It
was
was
Nick
Tony
Khan's
Khan's
birthday.
birthday. No, it was Tony
Oh.
Khan's birthday.
Well, Nick Khan put out a tweet or put out something there and said, you guys thought you were relevant. We're gonna show you tonight that you're not even in the ball game. They're the Orioles. AEW, the Orioles. They just got swept last night. So it'll be curious
Sadly.
on who yeah, it's a tough one. It'll be interesting on what NXT comes back with next week. I know AEW's got the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal, so we'll see that. I don't know what else they're going to do unless they're going to. Is there another belt they can?
Well, Orange is defending his international title against somebody.
Right, Miro maybe.
Eh,
Yeah, who knows?
have we even seen Miro lately?
We haven't. We haven't. He was on Collision, then he just kind of. Well, they're doing that thing with Collision with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but who cares? I mean, I really don't care about that, honestly.
She's hot and flexible.
Yes, he's hot.
We
and
already
flexible.
knew that.
We knew that, right? Bobby Lashley told us that,
Yep.
right? So, anyway, it'll be interesting in what AEW comes back with next week. They're up against it regardless. I think they're going to find out once we get these ratings back. I think NXT is going to win these ratings, but I think it's going to be like it was back in the day: flip, 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 back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I think there are a lot more spots. I don't know. There were spots in NXT. Like if I flip over and see Asuka wrestling Roxanne Perez, I'm probably going back to AEW to see what they're going on, right? So you almost gotta find spots to switch back and forth. So that's that. Anyway,
But
I'm with you.
That and you also got like the stuff you're anticipating happening. Like you've already heard Taker's going to be there. When's he coming out? I mean, most likely you can assume it's going to be right at the end of the show. So that makes that one tough too, because then you got both shows endings, and it's like, damn it, which one am I going to watch? Which one am I going to watch?
Right.
Well, luckily we got YouTube and Facebook and all that now, so we can watch one and go back to the other and then watch the other one later.
Well, honestly, I mean, most of us have multiple TVs. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to set up, another TV right beside the other one and watch them both.
Yeah.
Right. And Scotty really could probably be the only one that could watch them both and understand exactly what's going on. Right.
Sidewall. Man's got the
And
best peripheral vision.
And still be able to see a soup spoon.
Man's got the best peripheral vision off one side.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. All right, well, let's go do it here for Hardway. It is Wet Wednesday. What do we call it? It's not Takedown Tuesday. What was it? Wrestle Wednesday? What are we calling it?
Yeah, Wrestle Wednesday sounds good.
Yeah. Wrestle Wednesday. Yeah. So, anyway.
Ratings Wednesday. Yeah, Ratings Wednesday.
Anyway, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you for joining. This will be uploaded immediately to podcast. Speaking of podcasts, we are cruising in the podcast department. So if you like, and I'm talking to you, TikTok, I'm talking to you. If you like podcasts, Hardway Wrestling is on iTunes. It's on Spotify. It's on Google Play. It's on Foreplay. You name it, we got it. We can get it out there. Check us out. Give us the downloads. Here's what I want you to do: like it, download, delete. Like, download, delete. It's all. Just keep doing that. Just
delete. But only
also,
once.
We are on YouTube. We are on Facebook under Hardway Wrestling. Please check us out. We go live this Friday. We will be live on Friday.
Hardway, not hard on.
Well, I mean, yes. Do not type hard on into your browser. I promise you, it won't be what you're looking for. Well, and maybe it will be what you're looking for. You might see Ricky. Who knows?
Hey, we are the hard-ons.
That's right. So, anyway, thank you for joining us, TikTok. I think we had about a half a user. Maybe. It might have been half a user. I follow a lot of little people on here, so most likely we got
Minotaur.
Minotaur. Small person to watch us. So, anyway, go like us on all of our platforms, and we appreciate you coming out or checking us out. And we'll see you next time
on the Hard Way.